Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster Perfect Stats Guide. So, this is it. The world has been ruined. I'll be honest. So this is my second playthrough again of the Pixel Remaster. And the first time that I went through, I actually saved Cid here, and I'll be honest, I think it's a much less, like, from a story telling standpoint, I don't think it's as good. As probably horrid as that probably sounds, Cid dying is way better from a storytelling standpoint. So, being that I did save him in that first pass through, I actually am going to not save him this time around, and we are going to give him some less than nutritious fish. One thing I kind of noticed, and I guess maybe I didn't check all of the fish, but I know in other, specifically the PlayStation version, I think one of them was actually called a rotten fish, and I didn't notice that was the case this time around. But again, I don't think I ever grabbed all four just to test what the names were, but generally, if you want to save Cid, you need to grab the faster swimming fish, whereas if you don't want to save him, you can just grab the slower ones. But all right, so Cid has been watching over Celes here for a year, which I mean, I guess without thinking about it too much, that seems the fact that she I don't know, how did you feed her? Like, what? What do you mean? She was out for a year. That doesn't make any sense. She got an IV going here? What? How did she not just completely waste away? But all right. Anyways, ignoring all of that. So Cid here is explaining that the world is basically dying, and like into the whole world, not just like humans haven't died off. It's like the planet is dying, which. Yeah, I mean, actually, even just from a realistic standpoint, that makes sense. When stuff like habitats start to be ruined, well, yeah, I mean, you can see animals mass dying off. So, but yeah, anyways, we are again, like I said, you can choose whether or not you want to save Cid here. Again, I'll be honest, I think that letting the guy pass on is a lot better from a storytelling standpoint. But here Celeste says that she will feed him some fish, and we are going to do that. I'll tell you that. They are not going to be super nutritious, but also so if you want to test both ways, you can always go outside there and save your game, and then test which one you like more. But again, here I kind of take a look at. Oh, actually, yeah, okay. So I grabbed all the fish this time. Let's take. Well, that's 3 of them anyway. Sometimes there's 4. Yeah, so it's like fish, delicious fish, and then did you say like ordinary fish or something like that? There's like point values assigned to these fish as well. Obviously, again, the delicious or the faster swimming fish are worth more points, and once you get to a certain point total, then Cid is healed. Now here, I'm not sure here if you can kind of do this anymore. I could have swore that there was a way to just return to Cid and speak with him, and it would actually just lower his like health total, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if that's possible anymore, or maybe I just needed to come over here to the beach. I'm not sure, but. All right, so here's just a regular fish, a fish. I'm afraid I may not be long for this world. Okay, yeah, that's not good. It doesn't sound like we're going the right direction, or we are going the right direction. I suppose it depends. Doing a little assisted. I always hate that. I hate that term. All right. What happens to me? You mustn't lose hope. She does not agree with that statement. Actually, now that I think about it. All right, what's this? How's our progression here? So while I can still talk, I want to say thank you. Yeah, that's boy. Yeah, he's not doing good. Yeah, I wonder if I needed to go out to the beach to do that. I just vaguely remember that you could just keep talking to him to kind of, because actually technically we'd be losing points, right? There's another just fish. This is the end for me. Yeah, I don't know if that's it. That might be it though. Yeah, that was it. All right. Granddad, you have to eat her. What's the matter, Granddad? I'll be honest. I think that Sid, after having done what he did to the Espers, I think this is actually a more appropriate end for him as well. Uh, you know, at the point of the game where you do the Imperial Banquet, he seems like he's kind of genuine in wanting to, you know, change things around. And I mean, even his discussion immediately after the Magitech research. Well, not all the way after, right? But right prior to the minecart, right? He does seem genuine in feeling, you know, sorry for what he basically did to Celes. But I don't know. It always struck me as a little bit strange that, you know, the moment or the instant that he learns that his methods have been wrong in, you know, extracting magic from the Espers. Like, that was the moment that he just turns on a dime and realizes that everything he's done is wrong. I don't. It always seemed a little strange to me, but I mean, again, I think he probably was genuine. It's just. Anyways, I'm being a little nitpicky, but yeah, here she noticed this bird is dead up here, right? And I mean, I forgot about this. You know, I mean, she is literally trying to commit suicide here. Which, yeah, I mean, again, I honestly, I think that this is like, again, from a storytelling standpoint, this is a much better scene, and it really shows. I think it does a really good job of describing exactly like her frame of mind. I mean, she literally has no hope. You know, she's seeing everything is dead around her. She's stranded here with Sid, who has just passed away, and she just gives up. And here, of course, she wakes up having not drowned, and he had this bird here. Looks like it's got, I think that's supposed to be, yeah, Locke. So that's Locke's bandana. Excuse me. Which yeah, I guess I never really thought about it, but Locke is quite the friend to animals. He patches up Interceptor, and I like that Celes actually comments on it as well, right after, which, yeah, Interceptor makes his way to Thaumasia, and yeah, Locke, you know, patches him up. But here I was checking, it looks like I think they took the fish away, which I always thought that you could come back here and grab the fish after, but I think I even came after getting the airship, and it seems like the fish are just completely gone now. But you must leave this island somewhere out there. Your friends are waiting for you. Go down the stairs by the stove. So yeah, I guess that must be a letter that, yeah, Sid, you know, left for Celes here to kind of give us the hint to, yeah, grab the raft. But yeah, I just, it's such a shame too, because, I mean, even if you save Sid, what does he say? He says just something lame, and it never changes. He says the same thing every time you visit. So, I don't know. But, alright, yeah, so Celes obviously actually having her hope kind of rekindled there by the bandana, and yeah, she decides to set off to find everybody else. I always kind of liked that. I mean, I think I brought this up in like one of the other videos that I did for my initial playthrough. I came across a thread where people were discussing who the main character of the game was, and my answer, I think, is still sort of the same. Is I don't think that there's one. I think if you want to, you know, I think, you know, not everybody has the same impact on the story and events. But if there is a main character, I think there's two. And I think it's split. I would say that it's split between the World of Balance and the World of Ruin. And in the World of Balance, I think that the main character is Terra, because even though you can't play her or as her the entire time, I think all of the events really revolve around her until the very end. Then it changes a little bit. But in the second half of the game, I would argue that it's Celes, because nothing happens without her. She's the one that, you know, sets out, and not just because we're playing her, right? Although it's also kind of that. But yeah, it starts out with her, and she, you know, she's the one that decides to get out or strike out and kind of, you know, get everybody back together to take down Kefka. So here, this is Albrook. Albrook doesn't really have that much interesting in it as far as purchasable items. It's got the old elemental weapons, you know, flames. Is it flame saber? I always get the names mixed up now. Wow, I have 47 green berets. Oh, well, spent a little time on the Veld, but a dragon seal away its awesome might, the might of the one called Crusader. When the 8 shall fall, the 1 again shall rise. Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's that's just referring to how we get Crusader. Obviously, we have to kill all the dragons, which will actually be pretty important for this video. Okay, I should say it's important for this entire guide. Again, the idea is that what we'll do here is get everybody back, and then kill all the dragons, and that'll get us Crusader, which is the Esper then that we could, if we want to, use on a couple of the characters in order to get them 999 MP. I'm not going to do that, but again, I just do these guides with the people that want to do that in mind. So, hence our level here. But our first step here is going to be Zen, and we'll grab Sabin. It's important to remember that the stuff, and I tried to walk out here just to see what would happen. Please help him, I'm begging you. It's important to remember that the monsters inside as well as the chests inside of the burning house, or collapsing house, I should say, are missable. So, again, very important to grab everything in there. I believe the chests do count towards the whatchamacallit, the achievement. So again, if you want to get, you know, everything, and you want to get that achievement, then, you know, definitely make sure that you're grabbing all of the chests inside there. But yeah, still nothing really important, I would say, as far as items from the shops. Here, I was trying to chase these guys down, but they move pretty quick. Monsters inside that house, they keep petrifying anybody. So I don't remember which monsters do that, but allegedly inside there's enemies that'll petrify. I usually just use smoke bombs when I get into the battles in there, but it's just because someone acted against Kefka's will. Okay, so Kefka must have nuked the town, and that's what's making the house collapse. I didn't catch that, I guess. How do I have 7 Dragon Boots? There I bought another Thief's Bracer. So, you know, now that we're in the World of Ruin, we'll get our second character that can equip that, which is Gogo. I actually get him very early on. I really like Gogo. I think he's a really good character. You know, can't equip Espers, unfortunately, so he ends up, you know, as far as his damage, ends up really low. But I think he's more useful as a utility character. and specifically a thief. So we'll be doing that a lot. There's the healing rod. Here's an ether. This is a monster in a box. There's actually oddly 2 monsters in a box here with these 4 Nightwalkers. I honestly don't really understand why they did that. It just seems so strange to put, you know, I mean, okay, a monster in the box, fine, cool, but why 2 of them? I don't understand. But whatever. Alright, so here's the blood sword. We've already got one of those, so that's not that great. But here's the second monster box, and again, like I said, very strange. Why do 2 battles like this? I don't know. Seems like maybe there was a mistake made, and that was, I don't know, maybe intended to be something else, but I don't know. Again, just a very, very strange thing to do. Magicite shard, I mean, that's fine, but we can farm those on the Velt. Let's see here. Hyperist. That's lame. Oh, that's a really lame. Holy Rod also, I don't know, pretty lame, but whatever. So at this point here, I wanted to make sure, because I was, you know, saving and trying to eliminate my my random encounters, but here I actually felt like, yeah, it was time to get into one because I needed the Scorpion formation. Again, these enemies here are missable, so again, if you don't grab these now, you will miss them. So and then here is the second random encounter that we really want to get, and that's because of the Zaka enemy right there. So that should be it. That is all of the enemies in there. I had to take a cut because, of course, I took one step and got into yet another battle that I didn't want to get into. So alrighty, and that's it. That is the collapsing house. And at this point, we will grab Sabin and be on our way. And that's all I've got for this one. So as always, I hope that this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.